time. So thanks for checking out the podcast. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe everywhere possible. So look for Going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, ConeFreeNerd.com, and my Twitter handle, AirDrive, you can also listen to the audio version on its own, Anchor.fm, but also on Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, or wherever you consume your podcast listening pleasure. Hey guys, let's get on with the show. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is 6 p.m. on a Sunday, and hey, here we go. And this is one of those special parental advisory moment shows, as you can see, as signified by that hat. Yes, I got me a new parental advisory hat. Go figure. But, you know, what do we do? What do we do? Normally, we talk it up about Marvel movies. We talking about DC Comics movies. We talking about, action, sci-fi flicks, things like that. And I know, yes, I know John Wick opened up. It opened. Yes, it did. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about none of that today. I'm going to talk about what we might have to get prepared for, what we might have to see. And here goes my line. Will there be some double standard stuff going down? Yes, will there be some double stuff? Because, you guys, everybody, all you wonderful people that watch, shout out, what's up, holla, my boy Omar. And this is really a tough show and subject that I picked today because, there's some hard lines we got to touch here. And first thing I'm always going to say is innocent until proven guilty, okay? And we're going to make some comparisons. And if the comparisons hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. That's just the way I'm going to be. So the title of today's show is Kang No More. And that's not necessarily what it is. So last night, just to kind of share. So last night I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure out what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I got a lot of things going on. I'm getting ready to do another major addition to the home studio and kind of change a few things with the control center. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking on my Twitter feed and then my CNN feed and my hashtag check out Marvel, whatever you want to call it, that I look at. And bam, I see the news report about my man Jonathan Majors yesterday getting arrested. Arrested. Now, this deserves a whole show in itself. This is one of those shows where we're going to check and see where everybody's mind is at. Take a sip of the adult beverage. I'm getting real ghetto on this one. This is Crown Royal. I'm getting real ghetto. I'm drunk Uncle time. Let's talk. I guess my man Jonathan Majors was not joking when he said, wait a minute till you get a load of my variants. Because this is a variant that we did not expect from Jonathan Majors. I mean, he's the hot commodity. Lovecraft Country, Loki, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Creed. What's the other one? There's a couple he got a couple of war movies. I'm like, whoa, this dude done swole up. And it's like, boom. But now we get this. So Jonathan Majors, and this is straight from TMZ yesterday. Jonathan Majors was arrested in New York City. New York City? God dog it, Omar, you were supposed to sit there watching him. It was your turn to watch him. Okay? All right. According to police, He is being accused of putting his hands on a woman. Now, that right there, unacceptable. Period. Period. Unacceptable. But now, we got to add controversy to it. And when I say adding controversy to it, we got to add the thing. Now, Jonathan Majors is not married. He is not married. He is not married. This is allegedly a girlfriend. Now, the question I'm going to raise here is, at what point do you owe an explanation about certain things? Now, stop right here. Let's go through a couple of things before I get myself in trouble. I'm married. I got to explain everything. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. Okay, let's set that boundary right there. All of us married guys, yeah, we got to explain everything. Okay, there's no, not a thing. All right, not a thing. That's the hard line I'm gonna draw. Okay, I'm gonna explain everything. That's me. That's your boy Onyx. I'm explaining it all. Now, let's move on. Okay, so let's get some more details. So, one of the details, here's the alleged. This is what allegedly happened in the lead up to his arrest. Okay. Now, mind you, the incident happened Friday. The actual incident was supposed to have happened Friday. The arrest did not happen until Saturday morning. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Now, I see the comments. You know, let's move on with this. Okay. So, per TMZ's law enforcement sources, police were told that the alleged victim is Major's girlfriend. It's his girlfriend, okay? That's why I made the statement I made, okay? And according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. Okay. They were coming home from a bar in Brooklyn. Okay, now we're straight on this right now. Okay, so no drinking and driving, all that. They in a taxi. Okay, so now these TMZ sources said the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors and she got upset. Now, mind you, this is a girlfriend. You're not married. This is a girlfriend. We're not in the game. We in practice. Am I wrong for saying it like that? Not a game. It's practice. Okay. Not a wife. It's a girlfriend. Okay. So let's continue on. We're gonna keep moving forward. And she confronted him, which, okay, we get it. Okay. Who you talking to? Who you on the phone with? Who you on the phone with? Now, being married, if he married, he need to do just like this. Here you go. But this is a girlfriend. She ain't paying for that phone. All right, I'm just saying. Okay, just saying. Now, we're told she was trying to sneak a peek. Now, honestly, was the sneak peek, give me that phone? Or was it like trying to look over the shoulder? Because that's gonna determine a lot of stuff. Okay, I still have yet to see a picture of Jonathan Major's girlfriend. I would love to see it because I want to know. I just want to know, how come she felt entitled to look at his phone? I'm just putting it there. Like, hey, a wife? Yeah, hand it over. Okay, just saying, hand it over. Girlfriend, you ain't gotta see my phone. I don't need to see your phone. I mean, I'm just saying, that's me. That's all I'm saying. That's your boy. Okay, you know, because if it was a wife, he'd be just like me. I ain't calling nobody but her. There you go. See, boom. Phone don't ring unless it is her. Boom. That's it. But there's a girlfriend. Yeah, he's single. He is single. Doesn't say engaged. Doesn't say fiance. I'm just saying. Now, let's move it on. Now, she says that he got mad, grabbed her hand, and slapped her. Ain't no guy in their right mind, unless she grabbed the phone, snatched it out of his hand, gonna do that. Stop me if I'm wrong. Go across YouTube, go across Twitter, start a poll. No. Okay. Now that's the thing. But now we're also told this is TMZ. This is not Onyx. Onyx, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm just reading what I read on the news. Okay. Says he put his hands around her neck during this. And then their sources say that the woman was dropped off and that Major spent the night elsewhere. And then she went to the police the next morning and reported the crime. Now, I got problems. I got problems with this. And this is one thing. Now, I got daughters. I'm going to say it. Anybody put their hands on them, they wrong, and we're going to have some problems. But what I'm going to go ahead and say is, we got to get the whole story. I need the taxi driver to open his mouth or her mouth. I need to hear what the taxi driver, I need to hear what the taxi driver says. Because that's the only person that got a good look. Not the girlfriend. I don't want to hear what she got to say. Jonathan Majors, I don't want to hear what he got to say. I want to hear what the taxi driver say. Okay? But here goes the problem. Taxi driver, I'm about to get paid. Girlfriend, I'm in the back of her mind, about to get paid. Even though I think that's a real bad move, because if you make him broke, then you going to be broke because he ain't going to have no money. That makes it, just kind of crazy. All right? And so, it doesn't look good. Now, here goes the thing. Here goes another thing that raises my Onyx sense. Okay, my Onyx sense. He got released without bail and was only charged with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. So he's due back in court in May. Now, I'm looking at the comments, and then the comments saying, he about to get canceled, he about to lose thick contracts with Disney and Marvel and things like that. I will raise hell, because let's look at another similar star that was pretty hot and getting ready to have one of the coolest, from the way it looks from trailers, movies to hit the street. Ezra Miller at Warner Brothers. He was caught on film choking out a fan. He's on film with the fan. Choking him out. I mean, I'm just saying. Let me look up Ezra Miller. Now, here goes my line. Ezra Miller. Dude, hold on. Let's get this. He pled guilty to a trespassing case. What else they say? All right. He got accused of burglary. Let's see, what else? Grooming women. for something, I mean, let's get more. Let's get more. What else? Hit a victim in the head with a chair from the 911 call. Okay. I mean, arrested for assault in Hawaii. He got a karaoke arrest. Let's see. I mean, I mean, I just don't, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So here goes my thing. Okay. Now, is it because he's the Flash and that means he's fast? I mean, now has he gotten any other jobs? Well, no, but he about to make a pretty penny off of Flash movie. He is. And they did not cancel the Flash movie, even though some people called for it. I thought it would be canceled with the amount of things that went down with him. But nope, they going full steam ahead because Warner Brothers going to get that money. Now, here goes my line. Does Marvel do the same thing? I'm not going to say should, but do they do the same thing? Be like, hey, we invested in this, and unless the dude go to jail and can't film, we going to put him to work. We're going to continue working and getting what we paid for because they sign these contracts, they do these things. Maybe they'll rewind the money. I don't know. I'm not going to condone none of it. But here goes the line. And this is my thing. These people are in the public eye. And when you're in the public eye, you got to watch what you do. You got to keep it within boundaries. It's like, we, meaning the regular guy, the regular gals, the regular people, we got to be on our P's and Q's with our jobs. Okay? I can't go out there and cuss out customers at my job. I can't do it. It is not allowed. Okay? If I do it, I'm going to be unemployed. Okay? Now, do we hold entertainers to the same thing? Because there's a finite number of entertainers that get chances. There's a finite number of entertainers that do these jobs. And then there's a finite number of entertainers that you can put in a place and be like, oh, it's just this. Come on. Do you fire him? Do you fire Ezra Miller? Do you just let them continue on and then when you're done, you're done? Does it affect future jobs? Okay. Does it null and void contracts? What do their contracts look like? Okay. Or is this a case of somebody trying to amp something up so they could get paid thinking, because we've seen this before, there's a reason why people flock to All-Star Weekend in basketball. I mean, I'm sorry. Am I wrong on this? I mean, I just don't get it. I'm trying to wrap my head around a lot of this. Now, admittedly, season 2 of Loki is already filmed, so he's already got that done as much as he's in it. Okay? Now, we may have a problem with any other appearances he may have in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay? Creed 3 out. You don't make the money off of that. All the other movies that he finished that are released, they out. It's the future roles that can become an issue. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Cancel culture, and I'm going to say it, cancel culture, is not something that the studios do. The studios invest money, and the studios want the entertainment project. It is the fan, the moviegoer, and those are the true individuals that would cancel somebody. But are we going to get an uptick, an uproar of the negative fans? And what I like to call negative fans are the ones that don't bother watching the movies that they're outraged about the people from. Now, here goes the thing. I could be outraged about Jonathan Majors, and I could be outraged about Ezra Miller equally over alleged things or things that have been proven. Okay, I could be outraged. Why? Because I enjoy the genre and the films that they are linked to. But if you get an uptick of a bunch of people who had no intention on watching any of that, that either one of these actors was going to put out, but they're going to boast loudly, be like, no, bloody murder is done. Oh, don't, don't, don't. It's just like review bombing movies. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So the biggest thing that I wanted to put out is we got to agree. Number one, that type of behavior, especially if you're in the public eye, is unacceptable. Okay? Makes it kind of almost equally acceptable if you're a person of color. Even more so. Why? Because, you know, we're held to a higher standard. You know? I mean, that's just the thing. It's some of the reasons why we got to teach kids nowadays. We got to talk to kids nowadays and tell them, okay, you've got to act a certain way because the system is against you in certain instances. Okay? This is the law. This is the rule. But you got to make sure that you are obeying that law, obeying that rule without question. Right? You can't say the rules are against you when they put the rules in front of you. You know, when they put the rules in front of you, you make that informed decision to say, I'm going to skirt the rule or I'm going to follow right along it, parallel. I'm going to look at it. Now, I'm not going to cross it. You know, that's all the individual thing. And it goes back to a couple of statements that I tell people all the time. Do what your paycheck can handle. That's the key. Your behavior should be in direct correlation to what your paycheck can handle. Does that make it simple? You know, there's like Will Smith. He went and smacked the mess out of Chris Rock. Everybody hung him out to dry. Oh, well. He's still doing his thing. Yeah, okay, so he can't get the little funky awards. Don't matter. He's still going to get paid to do whatever they want Will Smith to do. Right? It is what it is. Hey, matter of fact, Chris Rock just had a live special on Netflix. He got paid for a slap on the cheek. He ain't losing no teeth. He ain't got no black eye. What? I mean, I'm just saying. You know? He may claim roid rage. Yo, could it be? Because dude bulked up. He bulked up for Creed. I mean, could it be roids? I don't know. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. He's got to deal with the legal problems. We as fans, we just got to watch movies that we enjoy, take a look at it. It is what it is. Because here goes my line. It ain't about Jonathan Majors. It ain't about Ezra Miller when you watch these movies or if you choose to boycott these movies. It's about John Smith, Sean Yang-Chi, Alberto Rodriguez. It's about the key grips, the best boys, the gaffers, the lighting, the stuntmen. It's about all of them. They don't get paid. You start boycotting movies. Is it their fault? A movie set isn't just the actor, a director, and a camera. Maybe in some shady movies that would have been shot on 42nd Street during 1970s, maybe that would have been just a director, camera, whatever. I'm just saying. But when it comes to these movies, there's so many people employed to make these films. When you start boycotting them, who are you really hurting? Some people say, well, they got paid. They were there. They got paid. We don't know that. We don't know what deals these jokers got. Okay? I mean, I know I don't want to throw away money on something and then don't use it. Just saying. Just saying. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about. So this is what I got. Got some homework for all of you guys that watch Going Full Nerd, okay? Not so much in the chat. I see the chat. The chat's going to replay with the video as this goes. But this is for people who are watching it live and those who may catch this as a video as we go on. Please put in the comments, what do you think should happen to these stars like Jonathan Majors, like Ezra Miller, or any of these stars that go out there and get into, I'll say, trouble? Should we wait for due process, or do people just immediately start canceling? I mean, that's just the thing. That's my thing. It's a double-edged sword. You support the actor or you support the crew, whichever one. It's a no-win situation. So here's the thing. Do you just watch and enjoy and just deal with it? Because here goes the thing. My Onyx's opinion doesn't mean it's the way it's supposed to be, because we all got opinions. It'll affect future work. Okay? Fulfill his contract obligations. That's for Ezra Miller. That's for. But then make it difficult to get anything beyond their contract obligation. Hold them to do what they signed up to do, obviously, unless they go to jail for something. Which, looking at these charges, he'll end up getting community service even if he was guilty. Or, if he's not guilty, he's just going to walk away from it with a fine or something. Or not guilty, period. It is what it is. Or, he gone out with the girl, he going to pay, he going to pay her and settle out of court. That's how that goes. But here goes, and that's the reality of dealing with this. If this was you or I, some of us would be going to jail. I'm married. I ain't got to worry about going to jail because I ain't messing with my wife. She know I got a bad shoulder, bad hip, bad knee. She'd wear me out. I ain't getting into that fight. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. You know what? I don't think he's gonna get a slap on the wrist, but he gonna pay some of it. He gonna pay some of that Kang money. He gonna give up some of that Creed money. He gonna give up some of that Lovecraft. He gonna give some of that Lovecraft country money. He gonna give up some of that money. It is what it is. That's right. And that right there, Josh said it. He keep his mouth shut, let his lawyers handle it, and it is what it is. And I bet money before the May court date, it's settled out of court for some money. And this is the thing about becoming famous. When you're famous, you become a target. And the target looks like a dollar sign, especially for single stars. Okay? So if you single, and you hit it big, you be careful who you bring into your camp. That's all I'm saying. You can't go out there. You be MC Hammer going broke trying to get everybody with you. That's what happened to him. It be the ones that be right there with you. I mean, it'd be like that just trumped. Not to use that word. That just overstepped. That right there jumped over Tekashi 6ix9ine getting his butt whooped in the LA Fitness. It's like, wow. People trying to get that money. If you're an actor and successful, if you're an athlete and successful, it's like, what should that actor say? He went out, not an actor, a sports player. Say he went out and spent $250,000 or $500,000 on a date with Ice Spice. Did y'all see that? Like, man, get out of here. I don't think so. I don't think so. Even if I got that kind of money. No. Nope, not none, not how. But like I said, it is what it is. But that's it. I wanted to stand on my soapbox, hence the parental advisory. Now, we got to get into back into our groove, back into our nerdy groove. Hey, Dungeons and Dragons comes out next week. That'd be a good movie to watch, wouldn't it? Might watch it, might not. I'm getting back to watching my anime, Hunter x Hunter. It's getting deep. I'm in the Chimera Ant arc. It is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say to you guys what I say every week. If you can't say something nice to somebody, don't say anything at all. Send it to me. Let me push it out and say it for you. All right. 6ix9ine should have had his bodyguards on him. That's he was going to the gym. You go to the gym so you don't need bodyguards, right? He's never not going to be a target. And the NBA player is a sucker. Yes, yes, and yes. Anyway, if you can't say something nice, don't say it at all. Peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. And I can't wait to see Dungeons and Dragons. I might even check out, hey, it's on pay-per-view now. I might check out Cocaine Bear. Yeah, we might get a cocaine. We might end up with a Cocaine Bear review. I'm trying to get a sequel. Maybe we could get a sequel, Meth Muskrat, something. I don't know. But anyway, let me hit that funky outro music. You guys have a great evening. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. The control room is getting an upgrade. I'm going to record some YouTube shorts, and you guys will see the upgrade. And when you see the upgrade, you're going to be like, dang, no, he didn't get like that on us. You talk about John Wick 4. I got to watch John Wick 1 through 3 first. That's the problem. I got to watch John Wick 1 through 3. Okay? That's the problem. That's the problem I got. So, I mean, I'm going to get to it. Y'all will be mad at me. I'm ready to actually watch. I've been watching, what's my man, Kel from Kenan and Kel? You remember him? He was talking about making a Mystery Men 2. I'm ready to watch Mystery Men 2. One of my favorite movies. I don't care. That show you. I was like, hey, that's one of my favorite drunken watches. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm out, y'all. Here we go. And then eventually we'll drop the beat. Oh, wait a minute. You can hear me, but now you can see me. Hey, yeah, I am slacking. I'm slacking. I mean, there's only so much time in the day. You got to work, eat, sleep, just everything. Everything pulls you every which way. Just a little. You know what? He ain't putting out Justice League 2 on Netflix. He just did that announcement for the 3 days they're doing a charity thing in one of the conventions. So I kind of get that, and that's cool. But if you could see from his cryptic text and the way it's worded on the poster for that 3-day event that he talked about in April, he's done with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers pissed him off, and truthfully, Warner Brothers is not going to give up their property, meaning the Justice League characters, to do an independent thing on Netflix. If you're going to watch something dealing with Zack Snyder, check out his failed, I'm not going to call it failed, but pulled Star Wars thing, Bad Moon. That seems like that's going to be, or is it Rebel Moon? Rebel Moon, Bad Moon, Moon over Miami. I don't know. That might be a better deal. Maybe Zack Snyder needs to go ahead and do something that he makes. I mean, I liked Army of the Dead and the related films with that. I think he should just kick it with that. That was pretty decent. It is what it is. Me and VJ slacking. We are not slacking, man. It's just that, if I have to choose a Marvel movie over a John Wick, I'm going to pick a Marvel movie. I'm more of a superhero guy than the gun action. Other than, I did The Matrix, and I'm happy with The Matrix, but it is what it is. But I'm out, guys. Good night.